Yeah, this edition of Hollywood Neil Car Chronicles is brought to you by Digital Come Up Best in Street Apparel.
What's good, people? This your boy Hollywood Neil on Instagram, as well as World Famous Hollywood Neil on my YouTube channel. What I want to talk to you all about today is I had a theory I was just thinking about, and I was saying, like, just look at the trajectory and the parallels, and it's like it kind of lines up. And what I mean is, like, I said that Drake is this generation's version of LL Cool J, and I mean by that is, like, he's like, honestly, like a woman whisperer. Like, he whispers to these female soul, and they just love him. And any girl listen to, like, I gotta listen to that Drake. And it's like, if you going through something, listen to Drake. If you celebrating, listen to Drake. If it's like anything special in your life, if you want to stunt and turn up on people, you listen to Drake and everything. And it kind of makes how the women feel like back in the day when LL Cool J, he had the bars, but also he dressed up, and as well as he had a body. He was like a sex symbol. And then album sales, like, you can't take from LL Cool J, like, he sold a lot on that Def Jam label. And just like Drake, I'm selling millions, physical copies as well as streaming. And it's just like the people that they went through and stuff. Like, LL Cool J went through beef with, like, dude named Cannabis, which was he's an elite MC, as well as, like, for our generation, Drake, he went up against, like, Meek Mill. And in the streets, it was like Drake won, but Meek Mill had some punchlines and stuff like that. And same thing with Cannabis. It was like, he had some bars for LL Cool J, but it was just like, it just wasn't enough. And I say the reason why, because back in the day, that it factor for LL Cool J, he had a big machine behind him, which was Def Jam. And then behind, like, Drake, of course, he had Universal, money, everything like that. So, he had an Apple Music. Apple Music, it's, like I said, it's like a big giant in itself. Anything that Drake put out, they're going to magnetize it. They're going to put it all over the blogs. They're going to put it all on the websites. They're going to put it all over the internet and try to, like, publicly help him destroy his opponents, anybody who comes at him. And one thing I will say that Drake and LL had a common foe, or person that they just really couldn't do that type of business with, is Jay-Z. You gotta think, back in the day, people didn't know that Jay-Z was like the president of Def Jam, and that's actually have LL Cool J actually exited, and after he recorded his last album, he left. And the same thing with Drake, with Tidal and everything, Tidal music streaming services. Before he actually went to Apple, Drake was supposed to be one of the primary key holders as well as board members of Tidal, but he dropped out and then took that, $20 or $30 million deal with Apple. So then, it kind of caused like a little, not like a little feud, but a little animosity towards each other, even though that, and then, they threw a few subliminals at each other on their records and stuff like that, but no names really been dropped, but everybody can only imagine. So it's like, and then this year has been, Drake's biggest year with his album views. Is like just selling out, as well as he's like up there with Adele, Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift, and everything, with over 1 billion streams. And he's like, a marketing, a darling, just well as like LL Cool J, anything that he did, took his shirt off, anytime modeling, anything like acting, movies, like he just became a success. And the thing is with Drake, he has acting chops. You gotta think he used to be on Degrassi, he used to be Jimmy, the rapper who got in a wheelchair and all that. So we know, him from that. And it's just like, I'm just looking, I'm like, man, those two, like, it's like, you have LL Cool J and you have Drake, and I'm like, yo, if you break down their hip-hop resumes together, man, Drake is really like the second coming of LL, you know what I'm saying? And it's just something that I think people should really think about. Like, I laughed and I thought about it. I said, what, that kind of, it does make sense. You know what I'm saying? And now everybody's like how they used to hate on LL Cool J because he always take his shirt off and do stuff for the ladies. And it shows, like, they say he ain't really hip-hop like that. Same thing how they view Drake. They say he was singing. He's doing this and that. And now all your artists now sing and rap on the track. Like, these guys are like pioneers and trendsetters, and they just really doing them and living in their truth. And it's just like, they get the girls, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody seen Drake's high profile relationships because it's been all throughout social media. Everybody know that how LL Cool J used to get down back in the day, but he's a married man. But it's just the fact that the difference between Drake and LL Cool J is just the fact that, you know, now LL Cool J, you know, things that he did, it was of like legendary. You heard about it, you heard rumors. With Drake, I mean, he's living in the social media era, so it is info shared, picture shared. It's like everything is out there, and he's sharing it. He just, you know, really showcasing his life to the public, to the world, and you know, that's like the main difference. But other than that, you know, I just want to see y'all comments and see how y'all feel. I do think that Drake is like our hip-hop version, this generation's version of LL Cool J. Subscribe to World Famous Hollywood Neil, as well as follow me on Instagram at Hollywood Neil, as well as get on the blog site www.heisdjtraww.com, and you know, for that music blog news and live mix shows by DJ t.raww. And like the end of the day, y'all take it easy, man.